Hey there, friends. I hope you are having a great Saturn's day. We are kind of, going into that Mercury retrograde period. So I don't know if you've kind of felt that, to me, when this happens, I feel this, I'm kind of off balance. And I'm actually like physically sometimes get off balance, which is probably more just being 60 or almost 61 that has to do with retrograde. But anyway, so we are going into that retrograde period. We had a new moon on the 2nd, which is always conducive to creativity, launching points, and all that good stuff. So just hope that you guys are enjoying the summer, enjoying July, enjoying maybe a few days off from your work a day, and looking forward to a retrograde period because it does, often portend a lot of change. I have some new journals to show you guys today. These are 5x7 B6 size naked journals. I mean, basically it's a naked journal. What I'm going to do is I am going to put together an ephemera kit for you guys and send this along with these journals. I have gotten really fond of the whole naked journal thing and sending along an ephemera kit. An ephemera kit does a couple of things. It gives you new elements to work with, of course, but it also reminds you of elements that you might have stored away, put away, that you can reuse or use in different ways. You know what I mean? So it's not just some new things for you guys to use, but it is a new prompt as well. So you can kind of think of your ephemera kit as a prompt to prompt you to use your stash. Let's go ahead and take a look at these. And I'm going to show you mine first because this might give you some ideas about how to use your B6. This is a book that I just put together a couple of weeks ago, and I am so enjoying it. I have not tied anything to the spine or anything yet. It looks like this. I've already started decorating it. I have kind of a little stash going right here. And these are elements that I want to put into my journal. Now let me explain these things to you. Like I said, it's 5x7. This journal has a layered element on the front. The journals that I'm going to show you are actually 2 layers put together. I used a paper pad that was called Rockstar. The paper is so thick. I don't think I've ever seen scrapbook paper this thick before. So it lent itself really well to making a journal. So this is mine, and I'll just sort of show you what I've got going on here. I did not put a closure on these 5x7s. I just put, the closure is just a piece of fiber, and the fibers, excuse me, you guys, do differ. So I put up a little pocket here. This is just an embellishment that I did. This is another embellishment that I did. It says the stars are always shining. I created a little pocket right here just out of, I think this was originally an envelope. And I just stuffed it with all kinds of scraps. I mean, basically it's a junk journal. So you're going to use junk to put inside it. I am super fond of twine at the moment, so I took advantage of some of the holes that were in this paper already and put in some twine. I've been doing a lot of, I love using brads in these kind of journals. Again, all of this junk had holes in it. So I'm covering them, or I'm using them in a different way. So that is what my junk journal looks like, my B6 junk journal. And like I said, it's a refreshing thing to play with because it is so junky. And you can use anything in it, of course. It's just a lot of fun. And I like the naked aspect. It fosters creativity. So let's take a look at these. These are going in the store a little later on today. This one, I'm crazy about paper beads. So of course I'm using paper beads on the binding. We've got a wrap binding going on. And for the closure, this is just a piece of an old lace curtain. So the front piece says treasure each and every moment. Remember, this was one of the 4x6 tags for Kronk that we can no longer mail because the post office has decided that they're too rigid to mail. So anyway, I'm not going to go down that path. See, this is two pieces of paper kind of cobbled together. Two pieces of that scrapbook cardstock cobbled together. So it really makes a very hefty book. I just cobbled this together. I don't know any other way to explain it. It's just kind of quilted all together. But the books do look like this. They have a little bit of writing space in it. They have a variety of papers, different sizes of paper, different types of paper, lots of places for you to write, draw, trace. You can make lists in here. I just really do like the B6 size. I can't explain it. You know how you gravitate to certain sizes of things. Plus, I was able to use a lot of scraps. These have 2 signatures in them. I was able to use, y'all, my smaller scraps. And that's always nice to be able, you start out with a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, and then you use it, and then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and finally ends up like a chippy bit, right? So that is Treasure Every Moment. Heavy on the butterflies. I do like butterflies as well. Y'all know that. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble with my throat this morning. This one is real. It is, these are tags that I made a while back, and I can't remember if it was a challenge or this is just this is a favorite technique. I like working on old photograph paper. You remember when we thought we were all going to print our own photographs? A lot of people still do that. It's a journaling technique, but it was really cost prohibitive for me to even try to do that. So I love to use this photograph paper, and I do some stamping on it, do some kind of the smoosh technique that uses ink pads. So real isn't how you're made, it's a thing that happens to you, and that of course is from the Velveteen Rabbit. I've got 2 stacks of paper here. There are pockets. There's a pocket right here for you to put things into, so you can smash it or journal or whatever you want to do with these books. It's really fun to use something like this as a daily book, as an inspiration journal. You might use it as a quote book. Like I said, you might use it for lists or goals and objectives. I love the purple. So pretty. I love the sparkly paper too. Really so grateful for you guys who send me things. Thank you very much. This is actually a 1960 encyclopedia that Miss R sent. Thank you, Miss R. All kinds of beautiful papers. And lots of room to have fun with, right? If it's just over decorated, it's just that it's not that much fun. These are for you to make into your very own thing. And if you're fond of the Velveteen Rabbit, then this would be a super cool journal for you. All right, this one is a flocked cover, and of course rolled paper beads on the spine. I love the flocked cover with the heart right here, and it's got an arrow piercing through the heart. Again, this is from the Rockstar paper pad. There's a pocket right here. So we'll just flip through here really quickly. You can kind of see the papers that I used. Gosh, can y'all believe Christmas is like, already starting to panic. I did use this magazine imagery because I just thought it was so lush. I just absolutely loved it. So beautiful. I really love making signatures. I think it's just something about the whole process that I just really do dig. And of course a pocket in the back. And we'll call this one Heart and Arrow. And remember, this is a flocked image right here. This is a rock and roll finished with paper beads. This is a paper stack going on here. And I just finished it off with a little bit of fiber to close it up. This does not have a pocket in the front. Of course, it features guitar imagery, music imagery, that kind of thing. I have not played my guitar or my mandolin in so long. It's funny because I played an instrument from the time I was 8. But I rarely even pick one up now. Chris plays. He's got a show tonight. Funny how, you know, things that you love that were a big part of your life just kind of, I don't know, sometimes they just go by the wayside. This is a magazine image as well. Super cool. Love the colors. And there we go. This one's called Rock and Roll. And one more in a rock and roll kind of theme. There's a guitar on the front. And a smattering of rolled paper beads, wooden beads, as well as a piece of turquoise right here that I tied on because the turquoise went really well with this blue. And this is a flocked signature right here, and there's a pocket. I think we ended up with 17 pages per signature, so that is 17 times 4. You know, we count it 1, 2, 3, 4. What's that? 68. So 68 usable pages in each signature. Maybe a dream journal. You know, the size of it just lends itself to being on a, you know, maybe a morning meditation journal because it's 5 by 7. It just, you know, lends itself really well to being placed on a table or on your desk. Maybe a first thing in the morning journal. Maybe a jump off journal, you know, a warm up journal. Something like that. Of course, again, these do come with a small packet of ephemera and things for you to play with. They are going in the Etsy shop today. They are $17.50, and because these are a smaller type book, they are going to go first class mail, and I imagine that's usually around $5. So $17.50 for the journal, $5 for shipping. So you're coming in at under $25 for a handmade, homemade book. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to y'all soon. Take care. Bye.